right? So topic
Yes, sir.
in discussion today is about the to drive the an apparent depth, right? Object
अगर हो तब ना ये आरजी ने वार्ड नंबर नहीं दिया था कॉन्फ़िगरेशन के हिसाब से देख लिया ये वाला
object being in the denser medium. Right, this is the topic we are going to do today. Should I start now? Right. I begin some diagram for you. So draw the diagram here. This is the solids, it is the denser medium, glass of water. You can take anything here. And then I mark an object here. At the bottom, I mark an object. Stay here. Okay, and this depth is the real depth. From this object, a normal is taken, and we take an oblique ray also from this point. I take an oblique ray. I take an oblique ray on the surface. I draw a normal here also. Like this. Clear?
Yes, sir.
The ray,
Yes, sir.
the ray is
Yes, sir.
the ray is refracted
Yes, sir.
in the rear medium, bending away from the normal.
Normal.
Fine. I take the angle of incidences. This is angle of incidence. इसको R लिख लीजिए. इसको भी. Okay. Now we produce this refracted ray backward. I'm taking a different color. We produce this. Ray backward. Fine. And I'm labeling it as per the book now. So this point is A dash. This point is A on the surface. This point is I. This point is O. This point is B. Normal again. Clear. This is air. This is glass or water. And so I got these two are alternate angles and these two are corresponding angles. Right? Understand that all?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I got triangle AIB and triangle AOB and angle I. Sorry, this is angle. Oh shit! I have the opposite angles here. I should correct them. This is R. And this is I. So this is also R. Uh-oh. The entire block has been taken away from us. You got to assume it here. ठीक है बच्चों, वो थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ हो गया. Anyway, हमारा काम तो चल ही रहा है इससे, है ना?
Yes, sir.
ये रियल डेप्थ है और ये
Apprentice.
apparent डेप्थ है. फाइन. इसको आपने आई पॉइंट, ये ओ पॉइंट मान लिया एंड ये नॉर्मल्स हैं, रिफ्रैक्शन. So this angle is again R and this angle is I. Fine. Let's do like this. Okay. So we did something yesterday also. Tell me what we were on yesterday. We had explained the initial process that denser medium is there and there's a rare medium that is traveling. There's an object O inside the denser medium. There's a point I. Remember that? There is point I
Yes,
here.
sir. Yes,
And
sir.
we observed a virtual image of point O at point I, such that this is
Yes, sir.
lesser depth, this is more depth. Light is coming from denser to rare medium, finding the refracting away from the normal. Angle R, angle I. You all understand that, I guess? Everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Right. So now I take up here so I'm starting from this point that angle R is equal to angle R, that is angle, take it as some name here, I don't see here. So angle हम जो कल कर चुके हैं, जबकि मैं दोबारा आपको लिखवा देता हूँ एक बार. Angle NBC equal to angle AIB. So these are equal to angle R. They are corresponding angles. And angle बोलिए कौन सा? AOB
AOB
to angle O.
is equals to angle OB and dash.
They are the alternate angles and they are equal to I. Right?
Yes, sir.
Which triangle now? Tell me. In triangle AIB. Sin R equal to perpendicular upon
AB upon IB.
in triangle AOB, sine I equal to
AB upon OB.
AB upon AB upon OB. Fine.
Yes, sir.
By the
Yes,
Snell's
sir.
law,
Yes, sir.
by Snell's law, now एयर का रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स से ग्लास के रिस्पेक्ट, मान लीजिए ग्लास है, ग्लास के रिस्पेक्ट में इक्वल टू sin I upon sin R, or well, what is A mu G? 1
Sin
upon
R upon sin I.
Sin R upon sin I.
okay, that is sin R upon sin I. Okay, so 1 upon G mu is sin R upon sin I. I put the value of sin R and sin I here. That makes it AB upon BI upon AB upon OB. बोलिए तो कितना हो जाएगा? क्या हो जाएगा? OB upon
IB upon IB.
B upon IB. OB upon IB हो गया. Now let us see what is OB. This is OB and this is IB. Okay, now बच्चों एक बात ध्यान सुनिएगा. In these proving, there are a lot of assumptions goes on side by side. So write in the copy, लिखिए बच्चों, points A and B, points A and B are very close to each other. Point A and B are very close to each other. So what? What? So A and B are very close to each other. So what we can do now? We can say that this point was O, I guess, no? Yeah, it is here. So okay, so OA, OB equal to OA and IB is equal to IA, as A and B coincide. I hope you all understand that.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So what we can do is that
Yes, sir.
relation of A mu G, now I can replace the different values of OB and IB. So I'm taking it up. I'm replacing the different values of A and B, OB and IB now. What is OB equal to?
OA.
What is OB equal to? OB is equal to, बताइए.
OA.
And what is OA? The real depth. And what is IB equal to?
IA.
IA. That is the
So here, let us, I'm taking the page, bacho. How come I'm doing it here? Should I do it here or next page? Say.
Sir, next page.
Next page कर लूँ?
Next page.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. Next page.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
I have now finding the refractive index of denser medium with respect to the rare medium. So if you see it here slightly, it was A mu G. What does A mu G represent? It represents the Ri of glass with
respect to
With
air.
respect to air.
Yes, sir.
बोलिए with respect
With
to
respect to air.
With respect to air.
so it represents Ri of denser medium with respect to the rare medium. Remember what we are doing here? We are observing an object dipped inside the denser medium from the rare medium. Observe from the rare medium while, say, add me up, while object is dipped inside or placed inside
Denser medium.
the denser medium. Okay, placed inside the denser medium. So it has got, so we have got, again, see it where there, we have got the, yeah, you got A mu G. A mu G is basically the Ri of a denser medium with respect to the rare medium. A mu G is equal to, I'm coming to next page again. A mu G is equal to, say, बोलिए.
Ri of glass with respect to air.
Refractive index of
Yeah.
glass
Ri
with
of a
respect
denser
to
medium
air.
with respect to air medium.
OA upon IA. You see, what is OA? What is OA?
Real depth.
Real
Real
depth.
Real depth.
Real depth.
Real depth. And what is IA?
Apparent depth.
Apparent depth.
Apparent depth. Fine. So this is a relation between. So this is the refractive index of glass with respect to air or vacuum. This is the absolute index of the medium. So it's a mu G. Mu G is the absolute refractive index of the glass or of any denser medium. So it is actually the absolute index of any medium, denser medium with respect to vacuum. A equals to the real depth upon
Apparent depth.
Apparent depth.
apparent depth. We can have glass here or water here or anything, any object which is denser than air can be kept in this position. Uska refractive index, I told you many times, हम RI निकालते हैं, we compare those two values which has been changed, जो change हो गई हैं. So what is changing? Object तो कहीं और है और हमको दिखाई कहीं और पड़ रहा है. तो जितना ज्यादा ऑब्जेक्ट का रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स होगा उतना ज्यादा डिफरेंस होगा रियल डेप्थ में और apparent depth में. If I talk about shift, what is happening here? You see very carefully here. See, the object was here, and this is, say, H1, and we observe it here. Say it is H2. So what is this portion? Tell me. What's this portion?
Upward shift.
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 है ना?
The shift.
H1 minus
Yes, sir.
H1 minus H2.
It is the answer बोलो. It is the upward shift. It is H1 minus H2, isn't it? And what is the real depth equals to? It is equal to
H1.
apparent depth,
H1.
apparent depth plus
Plus
shift
shift.
Plus
Plus
upward
shift.
shift.
Upward shift
Upward shift.
upon
on apparent depth.
Apparent depth.
Apparent depth.
apparent depth.
Apparent.
Now I split this fraction, so I got 1 plus shift upon apparent depth equals to mu g. Understand? Is that fine with you? So if you see carefully, the Ri of a denser medium is always greater than 1. Fine. And more the shift, more is the refractive index. So you can see that the refractive index hai, it is directly linked with the shift. It is directly linked with the shift. More is the shift there. So what we see here, what we see there, that जितना ज़्यादा कोई medium light ray को shift कर रहा है, suppose I take it here, that the shift is more. The shift is more, this value is greater, and the refractive index is greater. Fine, the shift is less, the refractive index is less. And that is why we are calculating the refractive index in terms of shift in the denser medium. Fine, more the density of the refractive index of any denser medium with respect to vacuum or with respect to the rare medium, there is more the shift in that medium. I hope you understand that. Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I told you a few factors which affect the shift, the value of shift. You remember?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What are the various factors on which the shift depends?
So the refractive index of the
refractive
medium.
index. The refractive index of
Wavelength of
the density
Medium.
medium.
Medium
Of
the medium.
light.
Wavelength or the color of light.
Okay, first point. The Ri of the denser medium. The second point, the thickness of the medium. Thicker the medium, more is the depth, more is the shift, right? जितना ज्यादा गहरा पानी होगा उतना ज्यादा उसके अंदर शिफ्ट होगा. जितना ज्यादा थिकनेस होगी ग्लास ब्लॉक की उतना ज्यादा शिफ्ट प्रोवाइड करवाएगा. So the thickness of the medium. Which medium? Denser.
Denser.
Denser medium.
Denser medium. Yes,
The
sir.
third case, most important, color
The wavelength.
or wavelength.
Color.
Wavelength.
Wavelength, frequency, whatever you can take. Now, who will tell me the relation between wavelength and the shift?
So more is the wavelength, lesser is
More
the
is the wavelength, lesser is the shift.
The shorter the wavelength of the refracted light, more is the upward shift. The wavelength and
yes.
medium.
upward shift decreases with the increase in wavelength.
Yeah. Shorter.
The wavelength of
The wavelength of the refracted light is
Shorter
more
wavelength.
in the denser medium.
Shorter wavelength. Shorter
Shorter
wavelength.
wavelength.
Listen to me now. Don't interrupt. Shorter wavelength. More is the shift, right? So you get the violet color light, and that violet color light is shifted more because it has the shortest wavelength of all, right? And that red color light is the longest. It's the longest, and that is why the longest light shifted the least. So that I told you, suppose I have got 7 words in different spectral colors printed on a paper, and I put a glass block on that. You tell me which glass block is which color is shifted the most.
Violet.
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 Violet. So
The shortest wavelength.
we
Because it
observe
has shortest
the violet
wavelength.
color at the highest position and red at the lowest position, because red has got the longest wavelength. It has got the least frequency. It travels fastest along the medium, and it got the least upward shift in the block. While as you go from top to bottom of the spectrum, as we go from top to bottom of the spectrum, the shift keep on increasing. The wavelength, write down in the copy, in the book somewhere here, with the arrows like this, top to bottom. Top to bottom. Lambda decreases. Frequency increases. Upward shift, बताइए. Upward shift
Increases.
Increases.
the refractive index of the medium
Increases.
also increases. I hope I'm clear to you all.
Yes, sir.
So I
Yes,
don't
sir.
think there's a need to learn or cram
Yes,
or
sir.
रटो बैठकर सारे points और book से आप बार-बार पढ़ रहे हैं बेवकूफों जैसे. It is not. They all are interconnected. I've told you earlier also. Always think in terms of the wavelength. The shorter the wavelength, more is deviation, more is the refractive index, more is the upward shift, more is the lateral displacement, isn't it? So as we go from top to bottom in a spectrum, everything, the frequency increases, the wavelength decreases, the deviation increases, the refractive index increases, the lateral displacement increases, the upward shift increases, the refractive index increases. My God, everything increases as a lambda decreases. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Velocity,
sir.
the velocity
Yes, sir.
also decreases. So light travels slower. If it is a shorter wavelength, light travels slower the second medium as compared to the first medium. So in air, that all travels at the same velocity. But as soon as they enter the second medium, depending upon the frequencies, wavelength, they reduce their speeds. They all reduce their speed. But red reduces the least, the violet reduces the max. And so it gets the maximum deviation. और बोलिए आगे point. Second point बोलिए.
And red gets the least deviation or the upward shift.
Think after speak after thinking. Don't just speak just like that. Speak again. As we go top to bottom, what changes? The frequency increases.
Increases.
Second point बोलिए. Lambda decreases.
Lambda decreases. Frequency increases. Shift increases.
Upward shift increases.
Upward shift
Upward shift
increases.
also increases.
Atrial displacement increases. Deviation increases. Delta increases.
Speed
Understand?
decreases.
Speed
Yes, sir.
also
Yes, sir.
decreases. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Fine.
sir.
So always remember this. Whenever we're talking about this manner, there is always um, the decreases in various factors and increase in the other factors. That's how you should remember. Those who are good children, those who study seriously, they make points in their books somewhere on the side columns, and they keep on learning those points. You just does not sit in the evening with your mother and start doing cramming up. It will not help. It will not help anything. You have to do in this manner. Understand? You have to
Yes.
learn
Yes,
how
sir.
to learn in the other manner.
Yes.
Yes.
sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So I'm reading few more topics here from here onward, and I once again repeat this: physics, you don't learn, you don't cram, you understand. You pick up the topic, you pick up the the nature of that topic. आपको वो चीज इम्बाइब करनी होती है, रटनी नहीं होती है. कोई भी क्वेश्चन रटने से उसका आंसर नहीं आएगा. आप रटते जाएंगे डेफिनेशंस, फार्मूलाज, बुक में लिखा था और वो ब्लैक ब्लैंक में लिखा होता है, हेल कुछ नहीं आएगा. वहां पर आपको सोचना पड़ेगा, आपको अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा वो क्वेश्चन, वो टॉपिक जो आपको पता होना चाहिए. अगर आपको नहीं कर मिल रहा है, you cannot apply. You will be sitting there like a monkey looking around in the hall. अरे वो भी लिख रहा है, वो भी लिख रहा है, यार क्या आंसर था भाई, इतना याद किया यार, कुछ भी नहीं आया बुक से. फिर कोचिंग को ब्लेम कर देना, कुछ नहीं पढ़ाया इन लोगों ने, कुछ नहीं पढ़ाया पूरे साल, सब ऐसे वैसे करते रहे, और ये भी नहीं पढ़ाया, ये भी नहीं पढ़ाया, कोर्स से बाहर का आ गया, बुक से बाहर का आ गया. Generally, story making, isn't it? That is your favorite pastime. You can always do that. Blaming. So better right now, keep on reading this book. Keep on reading the book. More you study, more you will learn. More the topics will be clear to you. And every time you got a new point to remember and to understand out of this. Always remember. Okay? Shall we fine? I take the few next points. So the next point, so there are various devices which use this concept of refraction of light to denser and I mean, they are optical fibers. तो ये नेट चल रहा है जो आजकल वाईफाई चल रहा है, तो आप लोग बोलते हैं नेट खराब हो गया, नेट नहीं आ रहा है. अच्छा, why it's happened? and मैं बोलता हूँ नेट तो बहुत अच्छा आ रहा है. So how? Because जो मेरा नेटवर्क है वो ऑप्टिकल फाइबर नेटवर्क है. So what the hell is optical fiber? पता है आप लोगों को किसी को?
No,
तो भाई yeah, what is optical fiber? What
Sir,
is
I think it is a wire.
It's a wire. Of course, it's a wire because that's how we laid it to our homes. बताइए, you all do ड्रामेबाजी of internet and phone पे पढ़ रहे हैं और बच्चा स्टडी कर रहा है फोन से और वो कह रहा है कि बड़ी पढ़ाई करेगा, है ना? कुछ नहीं करेगा, सिर्फ इंस्टाग्राम चलाएगा फोन पे बैठकर, nothing else. बताइए, what is optical fiber? What is optical fiber cable? What is optical fiber cable? Do you know? Now, optical fiber cable I'll take the next lesson now. This meeting is getting over. Only 1 minute is left.